Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Before we start, be sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe, and of course check out the links to my social media in the description below. In this video, I'll be ranking the starter Pokemon from all 8 generations, just because I feel like it really. It's worth noting that my judgments will only be based on the base evolution form of these Pokemon, so the evolutions like Charizard, Infernape, Serperior won't play a part in my judgments. We'll be starting with Generation 1 and working our way up to Generation 8. So first of all, Bulbasaur. I mean, what's to dislike about Bulbasaur? It's an adorable frog, it's got 2 types, unlike most other starter Pokemon, which all have 1 type. Yeah, it's just an adorable green grass frog, so that's definitely going in A tier. Secondly, Charmander, A tier as well. It's classic, original, nostalgic, adorable. So to nobody's surprise, Squirtle is going into A tier as well. It's adorable, just like the other 2 Kanto starter Pokemon. And also it's like having a portable water gun. I mean, all water guns are portable really, but it's like an alive portable water gun, and it's cute too. So next up, Chikorita. Chikorita gets way too much hate in my opinion. It's adorable. I feel like most people hate on Chikorita because its final evolution, Meganium, isn't anything to write home about. But Chikorita itself is adorable, and also I always had a soft spot for it because I felt sorry for Casey's Chikorita being destroyed by Charizard in the Pokemon anime. Next up, Cyndaquil. I feel like Cyndaquil is a perfect starter Pokemon as well. It's fantastic, adorable. Totodile. I really like Totodile, but I feel like it's more carried by its evolutions than it is itself, so therefore Totodile is going into B tier. Still a great Pokemon though. Now moving on to Generation 3. All 3 of the Hoenn starters are just incredible in my opinion. They cannot go anywhere lower than A+. I feel like they're all unique, they all have great personalities in the anime, and also the designs are just brilliant. Generation 4, anybody who knows me knows that Generation 4 is my absolute favourite of the entirety of the Pokemon series, so without a doubt Generation 4 all gets S tier. I think this is the perfect starter generation. I don't think any starters are better than Generation 4. Generation 5. Generation 5 is a weird one for me because I go back and forth on whether I love them or don't love them. So what I like about Snivy is that normally starter Pokemon only have the kind of cuteness aspect going for them, whereas with Snivy it actually looks cool. It looks cute as well, but it's a cool starter Pokemon. Tepig is just adorable. I love Tepig. Adorable starter Pokemon. Honestly, I never used to be the biggest fan of Oshawott, but since watching the Black and White anime, he has fired up in my estimations. So Oshawott, honestly, I would say is probably an A+ tier right now. Generation 6, this might be an unpopular opinion, but I feel like these starter Pokemon are weaker than the previous generations. Chespin has a decent design and a great personality in the anime, but it's just not really that special to me. Fennekin, I used to love Fennekin. I used to have an obsession with Fennec foxes, they were my favourite animals. But looking back on Fennekin, I don't really like its design too much. I feel like its head looks far too big for its body and it just looks a little bit goofy. So I'm probably going to put Fennekin in C tier. Froakie. So Froakie, I know, is a fan favourite of many people. Largely because of Greninja, I feel. The anime definitely made me like Froakie more than I did from the games. I had the same opinion on Froakie as I did with Fennekin, that its head looked a little bit too large for its body, but its personality in the anime made me appreciate it more. So I'm going to give it B tier. Generation 7. Once again, I feel like the starter Pokemon weren't the strongest they've ever been, but I like them more than Generation 6. For me, Rowlet is a brilliant starter Pokemon. I love its design, love its personality in the anime, I just think it's adorable. Litten, I like the design. I feel like it looks a little bit too dark for me to be a starter Pokemon because I generally associate starter Pokemon with being cute and adorable, but it's a great design, so I would still probably give it an A tier. Popplio, I'm going to be honest, I don't really like its design. I prefer its evolutions over Popplio itself, so for that reason it's going to be a C. Generation 8 I feel like is a real return to form for the starter Pokemon in the series. I love all 3 of the starter Pokemon in Generation 8, but especially Grookey. Grookey is one of my absolute favourite starter Pokemon of all time. I adore it, love its design, For me, Grookey kind of makes me feel like it's a mixture of the 3 Generation 4 starter Pokemon. It has the leaf of Turtwig, it has the sort of monkey-like appearance of Chimchar, and it has the beak of Piplup. So for me, Grookey just feels like an amalgamation of all the Generation 4 starter Pokemon. And as you can see, I love the Generation 4 starter Pokemon, so it's a perfect starter Pokemon for me. Scorbunny, I'm going to be honest, I didn't like Scorbunny when it was first revealed. I much preferred Sobble and Grookey. But since the anime started, Scorbunny fired up in my list of favourite starter Pokemon, so now it's definitely an A tier. Sobble is a weird one for me, because when it was revealed I loved it and I was obsessed with it, but now looking back I'm not as much of a fan of it as I used to be. I would still say it's a great starter Pokemon, I'd probably give it an A tier, but I don't think it's any higher than that. I think Bulbasaur deserves to be A+ tier, so does Squirtle and Cyndaquil. I think that's my tier list done. It's worth noting that the Pokemon in each tier are not ranked in that tier. For example, I don't necessarily like Chikorita more than I like Cyndaquil, I just put them all into the A+ tier, unranked. So that's my starter Pokemon tier list complete. I like every single starter Pokemon there's ever been, but there's definitely some that I like more than others. For me, Turtwig, Chimchar, Piplup and Grookey are just starter Pokemon perfection. It does not get better than them in my opinion. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to let me know your starter Pokemon tier list in the comments below. Of course, hit the thumbs up button if you've enjoyed, and the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this. The links to my social media are in the description below and in the pinned comment too. Thank you all for watching.